Hey guys, okay, I found it. I found the video of the camera that's on a crane, and they're lowering it down into Unit 3 to see where they think the release came from. And I want you to pay attention to the area they focus on. Okay, I'll go ahead and play it. Just watch. Now you'll notice the top part of the building here is the ribs. All that blew off is the sheet metal. So the ribs of the top portion of the building still are intact. The only reason that they took it off is because it was unstable. They couldn't work underneath that. So they took the whole top portion of the building off. Now they're gonna lower it down. And I want you to see the area that they are focusing on. And remember that space I showed in my last video that showed where that pressure came out of. And look at the discoloration on that plate. See that discoloration? That is from that pressure of the gas and everything that was in that reactor that built up, and then it released right there and caused that discoloration. And that's where they're focusing on, right there. They know it came from right there. Plain as day. You can see the space now. Can you see the steam? There's the steam billowing out of it. Right from that spot where I always said it came from. I said it long ago. What you guys don't know is I deleted a video from years ago, back when I started, that showed this, but it was real grainy and you couldn't really tell. But this one came out much better. And you can tell that's where that pressure came from. There is no question. That's where the explosion occurred, just like I said. But you got to understand the vast majority of it would have stayed below the operating floor line, and it blew out that corner that is on the service pool side, not the spent fuel side. Okay. But some did come up and above, which caused the sheet metal that we're able to see past the ribs now blew off of the building, and all the concrete and dust. Okay. So sorry about that interruption. I needed to come and stop it and show you guys what I'm talking about without it playing. Okay. This is the spot right here. It's right there. See that discoloration? You must notice that. And we have steam coming right from this area. And that's where they're focusing on. I promise you, that's where this explosion occurred from within the pressure vessel itself. It was high pressure, and that's why it was so large. It was not a nuclear detonation. It was not a nuclear criticality. It was simply hydrogen gas plus xenon, tritium gas, all those components built up in the reactor, and they couldn't open up a valve or something to release the pressure, and it just blew up at the top where the pipes go in. If you look at the plans for a Mark I nuclear reactor, you see that the pipes go in at the top and would have to be those seals that would be the weak points, and that's where it let loose. You have to understand, when this cover is off, the water level from the service pool to the reactor all the way over to the spent fuel pool, the water level is at the same line. So everything stays below water when they transfer everything. Okay? So that should all have been water in that pool right there, in that service pool. So that's what's happened. This is where this came from. It did not come from the spent fuel pools or anything else blowing up other than the pressure in the vessel. And you can't refute this right here. The discoloration, the steam coming from this, and the movie. I mean, they're focusing on this area itself, and they know that's where it came from. So they're trying to get an idea what it looks like, what they need to do, so they can create a plan to get all the stuff off there and figure out what's happened. But what's important to note is you don't see that discoloration in the photo that they show from the top down. That's been changed somehow. And I don't think I noticed that discoloration in that photo. And I didn't even see this exact video long ago. But I knew as an engineer that that section right there with that spacing is very important. So, yes, I know what I'm talking about, guys. So, hope this helps. You can understand the situation a little bit more and not be totally blown away that there's tons of spent fuel in the air. No, just the contents of the reactor itself, of the gas, and there I'm looking for it. There is a video of a square hole at the bottom of the grating in the reactor. It was perfectly square, not burnt, not melted through, but punctured. Okay, so it's either the holder for the fuel or the fuel bundle. So I'm looking for that. If anybody can help me find that, it is out there. I've seen it with my own eyes. I know I did. Just like I seen this with my own eyes. I knew exactly where it came from. So if it, I know Dana is saying it blew up the blew up the spent fuel, and that's just not true. Not with this video. He can't refute this video with that discoloration and steam coming from that section that spread exactly where I said it was. Tell me what your thoughts are down below. What should we do move forward now that we know this information? And most importantly, change your minds. Thanks, guys. Bye.